If you are struggling to take pictures for your social media, that needs to change today.
I don't like it.
If you have clicked on this video, it means that you want to up your photo game for your personal brand. We know pictures are so important because they act like visuals for your content, whether you're creating on LinkedIn or on Instagram. And we really got to stop begging people to take pictures of us when you can take pictures all by yourself in your home using your phone and a tripod. And in today's video, I'm going to teach you how you can take fire pictures of yourself that look professional, that look cute. We are going to learn about building a photogenic mindset, taking great professional looking selfies, taking full pictures of yourself using your back camera and the self timer option. Okay, let's go. So every person on this planet is photogenic. The things that we tell ourselves that I don't look good on camera, my pictures don't turn out great, it's all this mindset, this internal dialogue that we say to ourselves because we are constantly comparing ourselves to those typical Instagram worthy models out there on the internet. It's just that you have not found your on-camera personality yet. And we know you need good looking pictures of yourself so that it acts as great visuals for the stories, for the content that you're sharing on LinkedIn, on Instagram. So when you take pictures of yourself, you can take full autonomy and control on how you want to look like on your pictures, what mood you want to go for. And honestly, it's so much more liberating taking your own pictures than allowing a stranger or someone you know take your pictures. And I know a lot of people are extremely uncomfortable and awkward with someone else taking your pictures. So if you started taking your own pictures in your own space, you have so much more autonomy and control and confidence, and you get to decide the kind of pictures you want for your personal brand. First comes the planning phase. You're going to figure out where are you taking these pictures. So most likely you're taking pictures for your LinkedIn or on your Instagram. You want to take cute professional pictures of you in your home, either at your desk or maybe in your balcony, or you want to sit in your couch and take some pictures. These are pretty much the standard ones. So I want you to start simple. Think about where exactly in your home you are going to be taking pictures, whether in your living room, whether at your desk or your balcony. And once you have the location and your space figured out, we got to now tackle the poses, the mood, the vibe of these pictures. The vibe that you're going for has to be super authentic to your personal style, to how you present yourself in real life. So I want you to find that cute little space in your home and have some reference images for you to use when you're actually taking those pictures. And for that, we are going to use Pinterest. Pinterest is such a great app where you can find reference images, and Pinterest has been so helpful in getting myself organized before I'm doing a little solo shoot of myself. So you're going to find images on Pinterest that act as good references for the kind of pictures that you're looking at. And you're going to create a board where you pin these specific images that you feel are easy to create. So I would say start with 5 to 6 reference images before you actually start taking pictures of yourself. Lighting is the most important part of taking pictures. So you want to take pictures when the lighting is soft and not harsh like this. This lighting is too harsh and you can see all the shadows and your face is looking like you have this light equipment right in front of you. We don't want that. But if you move back a little bit, the lighting is just soft. It's so natural in here, and natural lighting is one of the best form of lighting that you can use in your pictures. So if you live in a warm country, you are sorted for life. But if you live in a cold country, you have to plan your shoots at a time when there is good lighting. So we are looking at soft lighting either early in the mornings or that 4 p.m. evening sundowner lightings, which brings such a nice soft glow to your face. That's the time when you're going to film content. Something about the power of good lighting that makes your pictures look so much better. So make sure that your lighting is always on point. Just a little bit of movements and the right angles can get you the best looking light. If you do not have lighting, then of course you can use artificial lights, but we are talking about documenting your everyday life experiences. You're just taking pictures of yourself, so make sure that you are doing this at a time when you have good lighting around you. Okay, now it's time to actually start taking pictures. Are you ready for it? Are you ready for it? Are you ready for it? Let's do it. Of course, you're gonna need a phone, the phone that you have, and a tripod, and I would prefer using a taller tripod so it has more control and you can play with different levels. You can take pictures using the front camera to begin with, but slowly you have to start training yourself to take pictures using your back camera, just like another person would do. And you got to start treating your tripod like that Instagram husband, Instagram wife who takes these pictures of you. Trust me, if you use the tripod and this thing strategically, you can take such good pictures. Selfies are the easiest photos to take. But I don't know what is it about us millennials and also the older Facebook generation that we take selfies that look like passport pictures. They're all guilty of taking selfies the old school way. But why? Your selfies do not have to look like passport photos when you can take professional looking portrait like selfies. So let's change that, okay? You want to use self timer option in your phone. Every phone has a self timer, so you want to like use the 10-second or the 3-second option to take pictures at ease, because oftentimes what happens is when you're just taking selfie, you're just so much in a rush to click something. No, you want to give yourself some time to not feel overwhelmed. So you want to use your self timer to ease in and give yourself a moment to relax and get truly ready for the picture to be captured. Okay, and you don't want to take super cropped pictures where you are like this, literally like a passport photo. Don't take super close-up pictures. Take slightly wider selfies. If you look at your camera option, especially, I think this feature exists on Android and iPhone as well. There's this little arrow mark. If you click on that arrow, it zooms out a little bit and makes your frame a little more wider than usual. And then pull your camera a little further away from you, just like this, wherever you are at. If you are at this cute little cafe, and then just hold your camera at an angle, at a distance, so that it looks like someone else is taking that picture of you. So your selfies don't have to look like this, it can look like this. So that little bit of a difference gives you so much room in your picture where you are not literally zooming out of the photo, but that photo has more character and has a little bit of white space on the backdrop. And don't hesitate to use the portrait mode, especially if you have a messy kind of a background. The portrait mode blurs your pictures just a little bit, and a little setting, if you go to your focal length and you can adjust your depth in a way that it controls how much of your background should be blurred out. This little setting exists in almost all smartphones, so if you just adjusted that focal length, that depth of blur a little bit, you can decide how much of your background you want in your pictures, and depending on your background, you can take the right kind of pictures. For example, if I need my background to be more blurry, I can do this, or if I need my backgrounds to be less blurry, I can adjust. Alternatively, if you want to document an event or an experience, you're probably at a conference or you're probably at an event or you're traveling and you want to take some good pictures of you in documenting that event or that experience, I'm going to put you on to something called the wide angle selfie. Now, this is a very popular format both for videos and photos that influencers these days are using it. Wide angle selfies are basically pictures where you're taking a selfie not using your front camera but using your back camera. Like this. Okay, I guess we got one. And these kind of pictures have a vlog-like effect. They look so good and so dynamic. Okay, now I'm going to teach you how to take wide angle selfies. Are you ready? Okay, the way you're going to use your back camera to take a wide angle selfie is you're going to be turning your camera on, and then you have the 0.5x and the 1x becomes a close-up version, but we're going to stick to 0.5x. You can zoom in a little bit if you want a little close-up kind of a shot. I mean, you can decide if you want the 0.5x, that is like a super wide photograph, but you can change the settings and zoom in a little bit to 0.6 or even 0.7. I think anywhere in between 0.5 to 0.7 is good enough for a wide angle picture, okay? And now you're going to turn your phone like this, and you know that every phone has these side buttons. When you click on that side button, it acts like a shutter. So when you click on this, it takes a picture. So make sure that you hold your phone like this. It takes a bit of a practice, but I'm sure you'll get it. So when you are taking a picture of you, you're going to look directly straight into the lens so that it captures you. So you're going to look into the lens. So either you can take up like this or you can take a picture like this, depending on that. Primarily for my Instagram, I just do this. It takes a nice portrait still, and then you're going to hold still and look into the lens, smile, and then you're going to click the button on the side of your phone. Now it's time to take some regular fuller frame pictures, which is not a selfie. So we're going to be using our phone's selfie camera and the back camera for this one. But the first and foremost thing, backgrounds are so important. So for these ones, you want a background that, like I said, the background has to be less cluttered. You cannot have too much going on in your background. You know, I know everyone doesn't have the most aesthetic looking space, but you can probably create a cute little corner, whether it's your balcony or it's your desk or your couch, your living room area. Just clean up the space a little bit and find the right space where you have good lighting, and it makes for a cute little space that acts as a good backdrop. So when you have pictures with white space in your background, your pictures and your grid looks so much more cleaner and visually pleasing to look at. So whenever I'm taking pictures, I always make sure that on top of my head, you know, there's the sky or at least a white wall, or I make sure that I compose myself in pictures in a way that there's a lot of room around my head to create that visually aesthetic white space in my pictures. I hope I'm making sense. I'm trying my best to communicate how I do it. Now let's go take some pictures of myself. I'm going to be taking some pictures in my balcony right outside. I'll actually demonstrate how you can take fuller frame pictures or outfit pictures, not close-ups, but more like headshots and fuller photographs. Let's do it. It's time for us to take some non-selfie pictures because we want some good professional headshots. Not just headshots, but like fuller pictures with more of character, with more of a background. You know, those Instagram-worthy, cute pictures sitting by the cafe. That's exactly what we are going for. So I'm going to demonstrate to you how I take pictures like this, literally like all the time. So you can also take these pictures for your personal brand. Let's get started. So first, what you want to do is you want to first take position, right? You have this frame ready. I have my tripod. You want to take the position, check your frame and everything. Then what you want to do is you're going to take a little video of you. I'm using the front camera. You're going to take a little video of yourself and just try different poses, how you think. Now I do have some reference images on my Pinterest that I'm using it as a inspiration, quite literally, to take this picture. So I have some reference images of the kind of poses that I want. There's one over here where I want to do something like this. It's like one hand is on my keyboard and the other one is like I'm just going to take a photo really quick. My self timer is on. Let's do it. Let's see how this turns out. Okay, I need to smile a little wider. Not bad at all. Let's give another try. Now I want to take some pictures of just me and my outfit. Let's see how that goes. Okay, let's get some last shots. Let's do it. So the point here is try different poses while sitting and being in the same frame. Poses and all are okay, and every photographer out there is talking about posing, but nobody talks about facial expressions. What is going to be the look on your face? Are you going to smile? Are you going to not smile? Are you going to carry a bitch face? Or are you going to carry a neutral face? Are you going to smile wide? Are you going to grin? Are you going to look into the camera or look away from the camera? Nobody talks about this, and this is what I have figured out based on my own experience. You got to know your best smile based on your previous pictures. And there's this thing that people are often very critical of their smiles, of the way they look, and everyone has their own preferences in the expression that look the best on their images, right? So I want you to do one thing. I want you to go back to all those pictures that you have taken in your past, the faces in those pictures, the smile, the expression, that ones that you think look great and work for you in your pictures. right? And all those expressions that you approve of, because honestly, the expressions that look good on my face might not work for you, and vice versa. So you are the best person to know your expressions, and you are going to remember these expressions and save these pictures in a folder where you know that, oh, this look on me looks great. So you got to know your best angles, your facial expressions, your smile that looks the best and that complements your photographs. Okay, and the most important part is, don't mock yourself. Please don't be super duper critical of your facial expressions. Every smile is beautiful. You just have to find the best kind of an expression that makes you happy when you have those pictures clicked of you. Photo content is not going anywhere. And the sooner you start learning how to take good pictures of yourself, it becomes so easier for you to use these pictures in your everyday content, whether you're sharing business content, whether you are a content creator. The process of taking pictures is the same, whether you're filming inside your house, in your balcony, or you're at an event. All you need is a tripod. So once you get used to this creative process of your own, I'm sure you're going to have that sense of liberating feeling where you can take your pictures literally anywhere. Happy photo taking, and I can't wait to see the pictures that you take of yourself for your social media. If you like this video, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. I create content like this literally every week. And also I post daily videos on my Instagram and my TikTok. Go follow and don't miss out on my content. I'm going to see you again in a brand new video next week. Till then, go take those fire pictures. I can't wait. Bye!